Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, I'm just going to do a quick promotion of our Velocity Banking live stream on November 24th, 2023 at 6 p.m. Eastern, only for members. So if you want to join the YouTube channel, it's really easy. Just click this join button up here. It's only 99 cents a month and you'll have access to the exclusive stream. Now, this was good related to the title about why especially six-figure earners need to learn about velocity banking because velocity banking is learning how to manage your cash flow and debts. And when you make more money, there's a certain sect of people, at least around 50%, who are living paycheck to paycheck when it comes to making six figures, right? So banks in general don't like to lend money to people who need it. And so if you make a lot of money, they'll happily lend you money, and then their hope or their payoff is that you don't pay it off too quickly, right? And I talked about this in another video, how it's like big pharma. Big pharma doesn't like people who are too sick or too dead. I don't know if there's such thing as too dead, but people who are dead because they can't sell medication to them, right? And they don't like you if you're too healthy and too alive because they can't sell medication to you, right? And so the type of people that they like are people who are alive but not well. And it's the same thing with the banks, right? They don't want people who are poor because poor people, like if they give loans to poor people and they don't pay them back, they can't make money off of, right? But they don't want people who are rich and can pay off loans quickly because if you know anything about a 30-year mortgage, if you pay off that, if you pay a 30-year mortgage in 30 years, let's say at a 6% interest rate, that's 115% return for the bank, right? So if you pay off that 30-year mortgage in 1 or 2 years, they've only made about a little bit more than 6%. And so it's not in the bank's best interest to find people who have a lot of money and financially irresponsible. It's people who make a lot of money but can't manage their cash flow, right? And so one of the reasons that I'm talking about this in relation to live stream is because one of our members, channel members, the first one actually, Dave. Normally I don't do this, but because I always like it when people believe in me and they're the first to something. So he was the first to join the channel as a member, and he reached out to me and said, "Hey, can you help me out with this?" And because he's actually making six-figure income, right? Six-figure income, but he's paycheck to paycheck. He admitted it to me, right? And I got his permission to talk about his financials, but and we're not going to actually do the velocity banking here. We're going to do the live stream, but I'm going to just show you what Dave is going through, right? So his expenses in general that are not related to debt are it's about 2,500 a month, right? 2,500 a month. Now his debts are 4,000. Okay, so 4,000 in debts, 2,500 a month in just expenses that are not debt tied to debts, right? And he's making about 7,000 a month. So think about that. So let's go back here. So if it's 7,000, and we're just going to do some cowboy math here, round up 2,500 minus 4,000 in debt. So let's go back to the calculator. Minus 4,000 in debt. That's only $500 a month. And when you're at that level, $500 a month, it's kind of like, when you're kind of like making $20,000, like, I don't know, $50 a month, right? It's not that much because if something screws up and you're not you have an extra $500 expense, then you could feel the sweat. And if you take a look here, there's not a lot of credit available to use. So if there's an emergency, because we're maxed out on credit cards and loans, we're feeling the heat. And so back to my point, this is where the banks want you. This is the fundamental reason why we have to do velocity banking, because the banks want you in a position where your income is segregated. We talk about segregation of income a lot. So the reason I talk about it is that when your paycheck comes to your checking account, they want your income split up in a billion different places, and it's like 15 different places. And this is just in debt, up the wazoo, right? Up the wazoo. And that's why Dave's feeling it. But we're going to go over in our live stream here about how we can help Dave in his situation. So We're going to figure out which line of credit we're going to use. We're going to figure out how we free up cash flow and also estimate the payoff, right? So again, really important that especially if you're six figures, you learn about this so you can pay off your debts easily. Okay. All right. So it's Korean Atlanta mentorship. Just remember that you're a target of the banks if you make a lot of money, not if you don't make a lot of money. If you don't make a lot of money, you're like that dead pharmaceutical person or the dead person in big pharma, right? Can't make money off. So that's why making more money has its own set of pitfalls as you get to higher and higher levels. All right. Also, if you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the Google form link below. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll crank out some more videos sometime later. And if you're able to make it, join the group or join the YouTube channel and join our live stream on November 24th, 2023. All right. Have a great day.